Once again, welcome everybody. So today we're gonna talk about prepositions. Something that seems easy. It looks like easy. Oh, prepositions are easy. We don't need to learn like in, on, at. But of course, you will find them difficult. You will find them challenging, and you will find them useful at the end of this lesson. How to put words properly in a sentence? Well, it depends. This is my first day in a class. That's perfect. Deathbed. I like your enthusiasm and your passion. You're gonna really enjoy this. So let me go ahead and start recording for you. In the school, tomorrow's topic is preposition 2. Oh, perfect. Perfect timing. Yes. Let me start sharing my screen with you guys. English, okay, 7/20/15. Okay. Can you see my screen? Is it working? Yes. Yes. Okay, so today we're going to talk about preposition, but before I say anything, I want to once again remind you all that you are here to learn. Okay? So, learn something. How can you learn? You can learn by being active. I'll be asking some questions and I want you to type your opinions. Not necessarily the correct answers, because if you knew the whole answers, all the answers, you wouldn't be here. So that's fine to have mistakes. We all make mistakes. And you learn by making mistakes. So don't be shy. Make sure that you are typing and with me, with the class. Could you please let me know which one is sir? What do you mean, which one is sir? So, prepositions. Before we talk about this, let's just read this overview real quick. Prepositions are essential in English grammar, linking nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words in a sentence. They help express time. So we have some keywords here. Let me change the color real quick. Time, place, direction or direction, both pronunciation are correct. A relationship between words. By the end of this lesson, you will master how to use prepositions naturally and carelessly. So, a simple question. What are prepositions? If you wanted to explain, how would you do that? What are prepositions? Let's see. On, above, under, beside, in, on, at, under. What do they do? What's the point? What's the purpose? How do we use them? Can you give us a quick introduction? Yes. I just did that. The overview was a quick introduction, but before I start, I want to ask some questions to get an overview of the whole class, to see who knows. Prepositions are words used to link words and ideas. I have no idea. That's totally fine. Support the verb. Support the verb. Okay. Just 4 people, just 5 people, we have 46 people. It means 46 answers. This is the only way you can learn. By involving yourself, engaging yourself in the topic. Not just by listening to me. Prepositions help us to know where are the objects, or changing the verb's meaning to something something new. Okay, thank you. Deathbed, DJ Frog, and others are typing. Let's wait for them and then we will proceed. When the class started, 8 minutes ago. Something to us. Okay, that's fine. I think this message for me, it's function as the link. Interesting. So very good. So you keep typing. We'll come back to the chat too. I don't know. That's totally fine. That's why you're all here. What are prepositions? So prepositions are words that show relationships between different elements of a sentence. Constituents, elements, you can call them. They often answer the questions. So, where, when, and how. We use prepositions to answer these questions. Where, when, and how. So, technically by verb we mean like place, when, time, and how like manner, like how something happened. So this is the whole purpose. We use them to answer where, when, and how. Here are some examples. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. Where? So where is the book? The book is on the table. She arrived before noon. So when did she arrive? Before noon. They walked through the park. So like how? Through the park. Well, we'll talk about that. But there are some types of prepositions. We can just categorize them in different types in order to understand them perfectly or just better. Prepositions are categorized into different types based on what? Their function in a sentence. Their function. Preposition of place, of course, is pretty obvious. It shows and it answers the question where. Let me read the chat. What will we study in this session? Can you tell? Yeah, prepositions. Ahan, our friend, me, Jeno said between into. Yes, very good. Great. So, and by the way, if you want to download this PDF for free, there are lots of PDFs you can download for free. You can simply join my Telegram channel. I have a Telegram channel. I will send the link in the chat, and you can join my Telegram channel by simply clicking on this link. There are already around 400 people, and we have some quizzes, some free materials, PDFs, videos for free. So, back to our topic. Preposition of place. These prepositions indicate location or position that help describe where something is. If you want to talk about where something is, the position, the location, you can use these prepositions. We call them prepositions of place. Transfer where. For example, on. Something is on a surface, huh? For example, you say the book is on the table. The book is on the table. There is a surface, a flat, for example, let's say, thing like a desk or table, and you put something on it, like another layer, we can say. So when something is on a surface, we use on. The book is on the table. What else can you say? Can you give me some examples? For example, the glass, I don't know. The microphone is on the desk, or the phone is on I don't know, on the roof, something like this. Let's see how creative you are. Start typing some examples with on. I am sitting on a chair. On a chair. I'm sleeping on the bed. Very good. On the floor. The computer what? Is on the table. My pen is on my desk. My pen is on my desk. Perfect. You fixed it. Very good. The computer is. My phone is on the sofa. Nice. I am eating on the table. Like you're sitting on the table and you're eating while sitting on the table. Okay. My paintings are on my table. Very good. Are you good at painting too? My pencil is on the grass. Okay. Thank you. Perfect. You can also keep doing. I'm learning on my phone. So is it correct? I am learning on my phone. Yes, it is grammatically correct. We call them syntactically. We have two things. We have syntax and semantics. Syntax means grammar. Semantics means meaning. I can say, the cat is studying English. The cat is studying English. My sentence is syntactically correct. The tense, verb agreements, cat, and I use is, I use studies. Grammatically, my sentence is fine. The cat is studying English. But semantically, does it make sense? Can a cat learn English? Of course not. So semantically, that's wrong, but syntactically, that's correct. We can have something like this. The hanging over the wall, the paint hanging over the wall. He has a hat on his head. The paint is hanging over the wall. Okay, please don't spam. Here I am. Okay, got it. Can I say I nailed my paintings at the wall, on the wall? Or the TV is on the wall, for example. Normally we say in. So when do we use in? You tell me. When do we use in? I can't hear Nima. Okay, let me say check settings. Life on heaven, why are you writing in caps lock? It means that you are shouting. Did you know? If you type using caps lock, like something our friend Life on Heaven did, it means that you are shouting. You are shouting behind your computer. I live in India. That's perfect. Like inside. When the place is closed. My Coca-Cola is in the fridge. I used to put my keys on the fridge. You can say that. It means like on the top of the fridge. When you inside. So in and inside. Well, inside. Okay, very good. We can say that. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. When something is inside another thing. Very good. Inside, you can find a space. For example, close the space, confine the space, something, one of our friends, I think, said that. The keys are in the bag, inside. There is a kind of place, a space, that I put something inside it, not on top of it, inside. And we can say it consisted, Can we say, like, it includes this, for example. So the keys are in the bag. Can you make some examples? What else? Put that thing on my head. What do you mean, put that thing on my head? I put something on my head. Okay. Like you put an apple on your head and someone shoots the apple. That's nice. I'm in my car. Utiro said that. Just Utiro? What about others? 40 people are here. Bomb has been planted in B. In the B side. CSGO, yes. I am in the city. City, no capital. Just city with the small letters. I live in my room. Capital I. I live in my room. Okay. Gabriel, and I live in Egypt. You can say that. Forget I live. Say something else. For example, my phone is in my briefcase. My phone is in my, or my keys are in my car, for example. My keys are in my car. Perfect. Next one we have at. When do we use at? When do we use at? My dad put me in the refrigerator. Oh, you have a funny dad. Standing place. Okay, what else? Can you elaborate, Jas? If something isn't on something or not inside of something we use. So you are defining at by defining the opposite of in and on. Yes? Something like this. Specific places. Interesting. Put your hands on my shoulder. The song. Very good. Yes. Of course, a specific point or location. A specific point or location. She is at the door. Or at the university. At a school. I don't know. I'm at work, for example. Or she's at the door. So for a specific points or locations, we can use at. Next one is under. Of course, this is pretty simple, pretty easy. I don't want to just waste the time because we have some quizzes. We have some exercises to do it together in the class at the end of the class. So we're going to save some time for this. Under means beneath something. The cat is under the bed. The cat is under the bed, beneath something. Between, in the middle of two things. The park is between two buildings, for example. There's an interesting and important point. When you use between, you have to have two parts, let's say, You have to have two parts between something and something else. Like the park is between X and Y, for example. You cannot say the park is between, the house. You need two components, you need two parts for using between. He's working under pressure. My mom was really mad when I put my dirty clothes under the bed. Very good. Okay. Istanbul is situated between Asia and Europe. You can say that. Very good. Am I between life and death? Probably. What do? Maybe underneath means like under, beneath, under. Like there is a car, under the car. There is a bed, under the bed. And here I am. So you can say I am between X and my current girlfriend. Here I am. Yash have to choose between coffee and tea. Yash has to, if it's a name. I don't know if Yash is a name, boy or girl, doesn't matter. Yash has to choose between coffee and tea. Beneath means under. There is a car, under the car. There is a bed, under the bed. There is truck, under the truck. Next one is over. Means higher than something, not touching. For example, the lamp is over the table. Higher than something else. It is over the table. The lamp is over the table. And we have above, higher than something else. For example, above means like in terms of altitude. How height, in terms of height. The clouds are above the mountains. The clouds are above the mountains, for example. Like above, or I don't know. The phone is above, I don't know, the other one, something like this. The clouds are above. This is a good example. Sometimes it's hard to make some example because you need some context, but generally we can say the same example here. The clouds are above the mountain. When something is higher than something else. Now you can just probably, the airplane's over the clouds, Shoes are under the table. Very good. This is interesting. For example, my shoes are under the table. Or my shoes are under the bed. For example. Above the building. Okay. You're getting scary. Life in heaven. Their car is between those buildings. Next one we have next to. Beside something. He is sitting next to me. Pretty easy, huh? He is sitting next to me. Means beside me. Beside something. So these are prepositions we use for place. As we said, to indicate location or position. And help describe where something is. So we answer the question where. Yes? Next one. So there's a common mistake too. In the bus or on the bus? This is a perfect question here. Let me also type it. In a car or on a car, and in a bus or on a bus. Which one? And why? My friend is playing next to me. On. No, tell me, on the bus or on the car? Which one? When I'm standing on vehicle, then on. If we can stand up, it is on. If we can't, it is in. On the bus, in the car. Nice. In a car, on the bus. In a car because we are sitting. Crouching is better, huh? In a car, on the bus. In a car, and on the bus. Very good. Very good. Exactly. If you can stand up or walk, for example, there, we can say on. On a bus. So what else can we say? Just bus, on the bus. What else? What else can we say? On a plane. On a bike. So on a bike because it's like you're on the surface, like that. But yes, on a bike, train, very good, submarine, okay. But for in, because you cannot stand up. You're just crouching. Let's say you're sitting. We can say in a taxi, in a car, thing like this. Train, very good. We can say that. For boat, we can use in and on because there are some types of boats that you cannot stand up, that you cannot act as if like a bus, for example. So we can say in a boat. And we have some types of boats like a ferry, for example, or something like Titanic's. Then we can say on. So it depends on the vehicle. Difference between beside and besides. Beside and so technically we can say besides. Sometimes we use them in some kind of abstract things. For example, I helped my friend. Besides, I wrote a book too. Something like this. Like besides means moreover. We can say moreover. But beside here means next to, or for example, we have beside that, means not only this one but also this one too. It's like this. Not just this one. You're adding more information. Here, Life on Heaven said is like he's next to me. So this is important. I'm in the bus and I'm on the bus. Use on for public transportation. Normally it means something you explained. Preposition of time, we answer when. Indicates time relationship and specify when an action happens. So here, time relationships and specify when an action happens. We're talking about when. So again, we can use in. So they have different usages, huh? In like month, years, centuries, and general times of day. Like I was born in June, or we met in 2020, for instance. Can you give me some examples for in that shows time, not place? Like month, years, centuries, and general times of day, like in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, so on and so forth. Difference of grammar when we use beside and besides. Yes, beside is just only one word. Besides, I want to do this. Like for I don't know. I did something besides, comma, besides, I want to do this. But beside that, like I don't know, besides something else, so when you say besides, you don't use anything else with it. Besides, finish. But it's not it for this topic. For a long time in 2025, I got a new bike. Okay, totally clear. Perfect, Alexa. There are approximately 4 weeks in a month. Yes. I'll see you in the morning. See you in a minute. Yes. I will explain it after that. Just wait, Jess. I have an appointment in the morning. Yes? Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome, DJ Frank. Yes. Then we have on. So, here we said, I was born in June. Okay? I was born in February. I don't know. I was born in September, whatever. What if I wanted to add some information like the day, like I don't know, 1st, 15th, I don't know, 16th of something. What can I say? I was born in, for example, June 5th. Is it correct? I study in college. Besides, I do job. I work in a mall. I do job. No, I work in a mall. In the morning, in the evening, but at night. Yes, we will talk about it. Very good. Certainly, exactly. We have the word day. We use on. So now my question is, I want to say what day I was born. What day is my birthday? Exactly, not just month. I want to get more details. Like, I was born in January 5th, or I was born on January 5th. Which one? You tell me. You 40 students, you tell me, in or on. On. Perfect. When you just talk about the month, that's in. When you add more details like the day or the year, mostly the day, we say in. We say on. I was born on, I don't know, October 2nd, 2021, for example. And then you have at specific times. The movie, it starts at 7 p.m. It's a specific time. Yes? The movie starts at 7 p.m. So for on, we said specific days and dates. Like we have a meeting on Monday. The days of the week, huh? Like Monday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, Friday, something like this. We use on. And then for at, we use for specific times. The movie starts at 7. Or I will start working, I will study English at 5, for example. At PM, AM, you can say that. Some countries use with 24, like at 17, at 19 instead of 7. Some countries say no, 7 p.m., 7 a.m. Then you have by, means deadline. Before a time. Deadline. Finish your work by Friday. Something we had a session talking about future perfect continuous. Future perfect or just future perfect continuous, doesn't matter. Like I will have done the project by June. It's like a deadline. I was in, no, we said on life on heaven. I have a question. Why do we use to present? Why do we use to in present perfect, like where? Can you give me an example, Prime? We use to in present perfect sentences. You should give me a sentence. I am at the cinema. Okay, how about on time, in time? Aha, that's an interesting question. Thank you for asking. So Cyrus KKKK asked this question. In time and on time, what's the difference? This is the question, yes? In time or on time? That's the question. On time, in time. Let's talk about this. I think there are some other questions. Let's talk about this first of all. On both. No, of course, Grace. Both of them are correct. And we use both of them. But let's talk about the difference. Both have the same meaning. So if they had the same meaning, why would we use two different prepositions for one meaning? No, there's a difference. On time is specifically you have just arrived on time. In time is just you have just arrived in time, so you're not late. I have to go to college. They have different meanings. Both are correct, but they have, okay, that's my question. Frazy 99. On in different but precision. Why the screen is STO? What do you mean STO? But on uses more than in. What do you mean? No. It's not about the usage. It's not about the usability. On is exactly at the time. In is around the time. Very good. So let's say you have an interview, for example, at 7. If you get there exactly at 7 sharp. 7 sharp means this. I'm typing in the chat. 7. This is 7 sharp. This is, I don't know. This is 2 sharp. This is 3:30 sharp. Means exactly. Exactly. Then we can say you arrived on time. Like on the dot. Dot, let me show you in this way. This is a clock. This is a clock, yes? For example. And if we have something like, and we have two, we can say like this. Yes, for example, these are called dots. We can say on the dot. Means like exactly at a specific time. So this is on time. Very specific, as many of you said. In time means around the time. For example, 5 minutes, 10 minutes before, let's say. I arrived in time means like 5 minutes before it begins. We can say like this. And we have in good time. In good time is like 15 minutes, 20 minutes sooner. In good times. I have a YouTube video. You should just search it on my channel. I have a YouTube video talking about the differences in time, on time, in good time, and some other more. So you can just go to my YouTube channel if you want to learn more, because this is off topic. That's all I can tell you. If you aren't here on time, something will happen. If you're in here in time, I reach the office in time. It's like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, for example, before when you were supposed to be. I have to go for the office. I have to go to the office on time. Anyway, but thank you for asking. Someone asked. And I just saw something about Nowruz. Royal said. For Nowruz, for Christmas, something like this, I normally heard in. Like in Nowruz, we do like this. Yes, in Christmas, I think. In Nowruz, we say. There's some events. Normally we use in, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Sometimes we all make mistakes. Since a specific starting point. So we said by means deadline. Then before a time. But since it's like reverse, means a specific starting point. He has lived here since 2010. It's from 2010 until right now. A specific starting point. We use it in present perfect. For example, I've been working here since 2000. I don't know, 2001. Whatever. Someone asked something about, I think it was, I don't know who he was, but he said in present perfect we use to. And why do we use to? I didn't get that. If you are still here, give me a sentence. I reached the office in time. I'm studying since I was born. Oh, really? Perfect. There's a famous quote, let's say, from Islamic scholar, the Prophet. It says, learn since something you said, since I was born until you die. Like the whole life. My father works. So here, my father has worked, you can say, since his childhood. Prime said, I have a question. So where's Prime? I didn't get that. What does he mean by why do we use to in present perfect? Like I have done my homework. There's no to here. Anyway, then we have for, duration of time. Something you just learn when you're learning, let's say, present perfect, They have been friends for 5 years. The difference between since and for is since at a specific starting point, but for is duration of time. You don't care when it started. The point is how long it has been going on. And before, earlier, after, later. These are pretty easy. We don't care. At night is an exception. I study at night. We don't say in night. But in for morning, afternoon, and evening. I wake up in the morning. Then we have preposition of direction and movement, which answers how. So because I have around, 30 questions to do it together in the class, I want to speed it up. So we have more time to do some exercises together. That's why I'm trying to just skip some parts and move on. These prepositions indicate motion or direction and describe movement from one place to another. Movement and direction to answer how. For example, to, destination. She's going to school. For example, Life in Heaven says, I am going college. I am going to school. I am going to a school. I'm going to, for example, somewhere. Then we have into, entering a space. He walked into the room. He walked into the room. He entered the room, we can say. So into means entering a space. Onto means moving on a surface. The cat jumped onto the bed. Moving on a surface. When you have some movements, moving in, moving on. and out of, exiting a space. She ran out of the house, escaped, for example. Exiting space. Then we have through, moving inside a space. They walked through the tunnel. They walked through the park. We had at the very beginning. Moving inside a space, like, I don't know, they walked through the tunnel. Across, from one side to another. They swam across the river, from one side to the other side. Like this is the river from here to here, from here to here, for example. And past, as a preposition, moving beyond something. He walked past the store, I mean just past it, as you understand the meaning. He walked past the store, and then he made a U-turn. Like he was going like this is the store. He passed the store, he walked or drove past the store, then he made a U-turn, and for example, bought something, again, kept driving, for instance. Of course, there are some questions. Let's talk about your questions first, then move into the next part. I think it's a bit confusing, this part, but just understand that when you have some movements, is onto, into. When there is no movement, is position, is in or on. Because probably you're going to ask in and into. What's the difference? Here it is. Since the first day, he has never skipped. Since the first day, he has never skipped any class. I think she mentioned, I have been to Italy. I've been to. So here we said, go to, for example. He has gone to Italy. I've been to Italy. And there's a difference between I have been to Italy and I have gone to Italy. I have been to Japan. I've gone to Japan. She's lived in New York since 2014. Very good. I think a skip. Yes, has a skip. He has never skipped. Present perfect. You can use past simple too in American style. Okay. Going to run. Must it be she has lived? She has lived to New York. Why? She has lived to. She has lived in the city. Or you can say she has moved to New York. She has moved to New York. Into is more like while moving. Exactly. Direction, movement. While moving is movement, of course. Very good. The fruit can be made into into jam. The fruit can be made into jam. What do you mean by that? I've been working seaside, graduated from college. Perfect. I've been living is passive. Means someone lived you. Doesn't matter. I have lived or I've been living. The river flows through the valley. We can say that. Living. Very good. He passed her a cup. Passed me the south. Passed me. Yes, very good. She's living in New York. Perfect. In New York. Or moved to. Or anything else. It should make sense. So, here I have a question. I don't want to reveal the answer. Okay, I have a question. In the car and into the car. Or just in and into. Who can tell me the difference between in and into? On and onto. For example. When do we use in? When do we use into? Because many students think that they are the same. But they're not. They are not. Jazz and Life and Heaven are typing, but we have 32 more students. So make sure everybody is typing. So take your time, think about it, and send your answers. In, into, on, onto. What is the difference? Are they the same? Yes, no, why? Perfect. In indicates a state of being inside something. Indicates a state of being. Very good. While into indicates a movement from outside to inside. Great, Grace. Jazz. If I'm already sitting in the car, then it's in. And but. We don't use and buts together. Either and or but. But is better. But when I have to step inside in the car, so when you say inside, don't say in. When I have to step inside the car or just in the car. We don't use inside and in together. It's like double in. The car, then we have to use into. Perfect. Perfect. I am in the car. I'm just standing. Can you stand in a car? It should be too short. Yes. I am getting into the car. I am emotion. Very good. Very good. So I am just sitting is better, real. I'm sitting. Very good. In when you're already in the car, into you're moving. If we crouch, we say in, and if we enter the space, enter the space. That's fine, Jack. I just want to make some, I don't know, just joke around to make it easier to understand, you know? You're fine. Grace, no, I have no idea about it. That's totally fine. I thought in and into is the same. Something I said. Many students think they are the same, but they're not. Here we have a great explanation. She went in the car. No, she went into the car. In is for positions. A state of being, someone said. I think Grace said that. And into is for movement. He walked into the door, into the room, into the class, into the meeting, whatever. But he is in a car. He's on a bus. Then we have prepositions of manner. How something happened. But we'll just get there quickly because they are easy. She solved the problem with ease. Or they traveled by car. By car. She spoke in a loud voice. Or they work without a break. Something we can say use by for transport. Like I go to school by bus, by car, by taxi, whatever. And we use with to indicate a tool. Like she wrote. How did she write? She wrote with a pen. So she used a pen. Use or utilize. Or here we have a tool. She wrote with a pen, for example. But, well, I don't know. Jack wrote with a pencil, for example. Preposition of cause, reason, and purpose. Why something happens. The reason why. He was late. Okay, why? Because of the traffic. A better one is due to. She succeeded due to hard work. So, because of is a package, is a phrase together. Due to is also together. We don't have do. Some people say she succeeded due hard work. We don't have it. Due to hard work. And because of the traffic. We canceled the trip because of the train or due to the rain. And he was late because of traffic. No, because of the traffic or due to the traffic. This is really important. Okay, what's your question, Jazz? Preposition of place. Okay. Is there any difference in grammar when using in and into? Yeah, we just said that. We just said that. In is like you're in the position. You're in the position. I'm in a car. That's my position. That's where I am. Where I am. But into, like he walked into the car. He walks, I don't know, into the room. Is like the direction, the motion, like you were, let's say, I don't know. Something our friend said, like moving into the room or just entering is better, entering the room. I went in to see the doctor. No, I went to see the doctor. Why in? You went in where? When you say I went in, you need a place. I went in the doctor's office, for example. I walk into the room. Yes. When car is moving the way, the V, that we say into a car. No, the car is not moving. We are moving. Not the car. When to use at and on. So again, at is a specific. At. Even for companies, I work at Google, but I work in this company. When you are specific, when you are talking about a specific place, a specific location, a specific anything, you say at. But generally for service, say on, because we are on the surface of this ground. We are on the surface. So on this street. I qualified the exam due to or because of my hard work. Perfect. Because of, due to, need to be followed by noun. Depends. Technically, yes. Because of hardware or due to. You can also use a gerund. For example, due to being late. He, I don't know, missed a chance, for example, or they rejected him due to being late, due to smoking a lot. I don't know. Or just due to plus the noun. It depends, and both of them are correct, DJ Frog. On. Yes. The bus was delayed due to heavy snow. Yes, very good. So you're talking about the reason. The reason why the bus was delayed. And we call them prepositions. I don't know. I think there are some students who are interested in linguistics and they want to understand and learn beyond just these surface structures because it's surface. This is the first layer. In grammar, in linguistics, there are so many layers that we cannot see. We call them deep structure. Something like if we have some binary trees, tree diagrams, and we call them prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrases. Like, I don't know, she walked into the room, something like this. Into the room is a prepositional phrase. If you want to just talk about parts of a speech, you can say like this. But you don't need to learn for now. Just learn this one is easy for you, is enough for you. Something I said are prepositional phrases are something for like C1 students or those who want to learn more, we can say. I have to stay at home today because of an appointment. Was cancelled due to poor ratings. Which one? Why not she entered into the room? Who can say that? Who can answer our friend? We say she walked into the room, but we don't say she entered into the room. Who can answer this? This is a really genius question. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I love such questions. Yes, sir. There's no yes, sir. Answer the question. Entered into the room. Why is it wrong? Or do you think it's incorrect or it's correct? What do you think? Then tell me. Just type if you can explain. Because enter already means that we are in a motion of getting in, so we don't need into. Okay, let's see. Thank you. I think enter includes already movement. Thank you. Anyone else? Again, until you're writing, for those who are new, because I saw some new students joining us, like Raheen and others, if you want to download this PDF, you can simply join my Telegram channel by entering in this link. There are some quizzes, some word of the week, quiz of the week, something like this, and you can download some free material, free PDFs and videos. It is past tense. No, the tense is not important. Entered and into have the same meaning. It's redundant. Very good. So, Jazz and others. Sometimes some verbs imply some meanings. When you say enter, for example, last week we talked about perfect modals. I don't know who attended. I think some of you, like Royal and others, know about this. Perfect modals, like they could have stolen my car. They could have stolen my car. It means, it implies that they had the chance, but they didn't. This is what we interpret, what we understand from this sentence. They could have stolen my car. It means, but they didn't. They had the chance, but they missed it. Here, enter has the same thing. Like, it means that, something our friend said, it includes already movement, something B said, or something Royal said, I don't know. We are in a motion of getting in, so we don't need into. We don't use two things, double things, So just, that was the reason. She entered the room, but she walked into the room. Because walk doesn't include into something, but enter. Even we explained this one by using enter. Enter here. Entering a space, into. This is the definition. We don't say entering into a space. Entering a space, into the room, but he walked into the room. So, moving on. The last part, advanced notes. Unnecessary prepositions. We have this. Okay, very good. We have this here. She entered into the room. She entered the room. This is wrong. This is correct. Why? Because of unnecessary prepositions or due to unnecessary prepositions. Where are you at? We don't need that. When you say there, it implies we can understood that. So where are you? And she entered the room. And we have some idiomatic preposition like listen to, wait for, apologize for. Of course you know that. Listen to music, not listen music. Listen to me, not listen me. But I don't know, hear something, not hear to something. For instance, there are some examples. I think 30 examples. Again, you can just download the PDF on my YouTube channel. Telegram channel. After this class, I will upload it. Right now, there's no PDF for this part. After this class. But I want to send you some example. Let me stop sharing. I want to send some examples here. Give me a second. Send me your answers. Send me the answers. What is this? Okay, I don't know either. Just guess it. Okay. She entered the house by the back door or through the back door. She's a thief. Probably. Call the cops, huh? Where is me, boy? This is something in British English. I didn't open the GIF because I'm recording. I don't know what's inside it. Me boy, me father, I don't know. Me brother, it's like my brother in British English. They use me instead of my. That's fine. It's not a mistake. Very good. Me instead of my. That's common, especially in British English. So, back to our topic. The keys are something, my backpack. B. Okay, very good. The keys are in my backpack. She arrived before or through or into noon. Which one? Let's answer one by one. Type one by one. In, before, through. Very good. So before noon. And he walked the tunnel without stopping, as you said, through. So please answer one by one. Or let me just send. No, I want to save some time. Let's go. They jumped, just number one. Just they jump. They jumped the bed when they heard the noise. They jumped into, onto, or to the bed. It's a surface. B. Very good. They jumped onto the bed. Next one. We stayed home. The heavy rain. The heavy rain. Which one? Because of. Very good. B. Sorry, A. Because of. So what's the problem with B? Because we talked about do something. What's the problem with B? We stayed home. Do the heavy rain. What's wrong? Due to. Very good. Perfect. Due to. And the last one, she is sitting. Me. Can I say between me, in me? Doesn't make sense. And next to me. Next to me. What's the problem with between? She is sitting between me. Is it right? Does it make sense? There isn't the second part. Perfect. We need two parts. Between Jack and David. I don't know. Between should be with two people. Perfect. Doesn't make sense. Perfect, and perfect. I like this one. Fill in the blanks. Okay. These are interesting. Fill in the blanks. There is no option. You have to do it yourself. The book is the shelf. The book is on the shelf. I like the activity. Perfect. The book is on the shelf. We walked the park and enjoyed the weather. Okay, that's fine. Through. Perfect. We walked through the park. She put the groceries. Very good. Very good. In the fridge. Perfect. Let's do some true or false. 6 of them would work. Here. So you should tell me true or false. Why is it correct? Why is it false? For true, no reason. You don't need to say why for true. Just tell me why for false ones. Just number 1. At night is a correct phrase to talk about nighttime. True. Thank you. Next one. You should say she went in the car when describing movement. Why it's false? I need this. False, but why? You're just saying false. You should say she went in the car when describing movement. Into. For movement, we must say into. As our friends are saying too. Very good. For positions, we use in. Perfect. The phrase he entered into the room is grammatically correct. Something our friend Jazz asks. So you know how important this is? We talked about it 2-3 times in the PDF and in the exercises. So he entered into the room. Jazz, can you tell us? False and others. False without into because it already implies this meaning. Next one. On Monday, is used for general time, like month or years. On Monday. Yes or no? Are you sure? Ahan. Jazz said false. I like that. Why is it true? On Monday. Is it general? On Monday? Am I saying on Mondays? Or on Monday? Monday, Mondays. Which one? Friday, Fridays. On Monday. So it is not general, it is specific. I'll see you on Monday. Every Monday? Of course it matters. Every Monday? I'll see you on Monday. We will meet on Monday. Every Monday we will meet? Of course not. On a specific Monday, and the upcoming Monday. So it is not specific. It is not, general. It is specific. Hello, Abdu. A specific. Very good. Next one. Let me send it again. You don't need to scroll. She traveled by car is an example of a preposition of manner. She traveled by car. He walked through the tunnel shows direction and movement. He walked through the tunnel shows direction and movement. False. Why false? So why is it false? Why is it correct? Let me show you the PDF again. I want to refer you to a specific part. So you keep typing why true, why not true. Here we talked about through. Preposition of direction and movement. Let me highlight it. Direction, movement. We say through. Moving inside a space. The same example. They walked through the tunnel. Moving inside a space. Now you tell me, is it correct or false? Direction and movement. True. I think so. Through shows us that he used tunnel for going. Into, unto, and through means using it. Like, as here we said, moving inside a space. The space, inside a space. True. And the last part, spot the mistake. We have this too. So, spot the mistake. There are some mistakes and you need to fix them. I will meet you in 6 p.m. Fix it. I will meet you into 6 p.m. Are you sure, Life on Heaven? I'll meet you at. Very good. She ran in the house quickly. She ran to the house or into the house. She ran into the house quickly. He has been here for 2010. He has been here for 2010. Since 2010. Very good. The dog jumped in the bed. The dog jumped onto. Very good. Because it shows movement. Jump, when you jump, you make some movements. Jumps on, let's say, or the past. So the dog jumped, or just jumps, we don't care here. On the bed, or onto the bed. Because we have jump, it's better to say onto. We met at June. We met. Movement equals onto. Very good. On June. Are you sure, Jazz? We met in June, but we met on June 3rd, 2021. We met on June 3rd, 2020, but we met in June. When you just talk about the month, it's in. When you talk about the date, it's on. Remember that. We have some long answers. Let me see which one is good. You can do this. I will send a message in my Telegram channel, and you can comment your messages there. This is what you should comment about. Write a short paragraph about your daily routine. It could be fake, no one cares. Using prepositions of time. This is the task. I will just send it on my Telegram channel, and you can write in the comments. Write a short paragraph about your daily routine using preposition of time. Let's see who can write the best, Who can write perfectly. So, that would be it, yes. We talked about probably everything about prepositions. I don't know if it was confusing, if it was hard, if it was difficult or not. You need to understand them. Don't memorize them. Again, don't memorize in, on, at. Just understand them. Surface on. Inside something in. I don't know, a specific at. Movement on, onto. For example, movement into. Try to understand. Try to get the concept. Don't simply memorize everything you hear, because it's not really useful. You will forget them one day. But thank you for being with us. The class is over for 68 minutes, let's say. We've been talking, learning, and let's say discussing some topics, some different interesting parts of prepositions. Preposition of time, place, manner, whatever. Just for those who want to study more, search for prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases. They're really interesting. They could be a bit difficult, especially for those who are into linguistics. Like prepositional phrase. Okay, so Grace, send this, copy and paste it into my Telegram channel. I will send a post. I will just send a message, and you can comment there. This is like a task that everyone should do, like a challenge. This is a challenge. So make sure you write there. But very good. But you're a fast typer. So thank you, sir. Thank you for teaching us for free. Sure, thank you. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you. My Telegram channel, Grace. Here you can find my Telegram channel. Any deadline? Until our next session, means until next week. You have 7 days to think and just, take part and write something. Thank you for your lesson today. Thank you, Dev Nelson B. Okay, sir. What will be the next topic? I don't know. I want to make a PDF about inversion. Like never have I done, something like this. And I have a PDF about gerunds and infinitives, like stop smoking, stop to smoke, like these differences. I stopped to smoke, I stopped smoking, for example. I remember to go, I remember going, for example. That would be great. Yes, I already have this PDF. We will see. Probably this one. Gerunds and infinitives. Probably this one. But we shall see. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you for the activity. I really love that. All of you. Please take my name. Okay, just join my Telegram channel. That's how you can participate. That would be great. Thank you for the class. You're the best teacher I've ever seen. Oh, that's great. Thanks for a compliment. Interesting. Thank you. And if you have any feedback, for example, some sessions ago, some students said that it would be great if you had some exercises. So I added some exercises, like today we did some exercises. If you have any feedback, anything to say to enhance and improve our classes, don't hesitate. Just send me a DM here, anywhere. I always welcome constructive feedback. Thank you. You're superb. Thank you very much. Have a good day and see you all next week. Goodbye.